welcome back to Cids Modern Life, episode 99. Yeah, 99 red balloons, and as you probably guessed, this thing's working. Yeah, it's working fine. And the problem was this. So, what I thought, I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to try placing this there. Now, if you look at this, this is gradually increasing. It's all of the experience is going into this device. So, yeah, pretty cool. Now, the only problem I foresee here now is that this may be spawnable. So what we need to do, I think, is ensure that it isn't. What have we got in there? Yeah, that'll do. A bit of that. We'll grab a little bit of you. Not a lot of that, but that might be enough. And then we can just pop put a convenient little cover over it, just to make one, two. Basically, just give this a cover of glass to kind of make it. I'm going to bring it, actually, I think if we can get away with this, let me just try this. These guys are still very angry, because apparently I hurt one of their mates. Okay, and then we can get the chisels and bits bag, and we can pop that and that away. And that can go in there. And we've got, neatly in here, a great deal of experience. So we can just grab a whole load of this. Have I got a bag? I think I should have a bag somewhere, shouldn't I? Let me just put that there for a second. I'm just going to grab a whole load of this. And oops, yeah. What did I stick in there now? Oh, that one, magnet ring. So yeah, you can see it's working. It's doing its thing. And I'm going to sit here and just maybe get this thing full. Might be a bit ambitious. We'll see. But hey guys, come over here. And you. Yeah, you. All of you. It's definitely going up though. Anyway, I'll get this done. Be back with you in a moment. Alright, so I've got a whole load of experience in this sack. Not a full sack, but you know, a good amount. And what I want to get is I want to grab 2 more of these if I can. So which means we need to make 2 more of those to give us 2 more of those. And I just want to check our quantities here. The other thing, how many nether stars do I have? 4 left. We can use those to make various things, including hyper storage, which is 2. So I've got enough to make 2 more hyper storage boxes. So we're all right for the time being. Because obviously back here we've got all the storage, and yeah, you know, got potatoes. Nothing much coming in there. Is that? Pardon me. Yeah, It's alright, I just couldn't see the colour on that. And so we've got those. We've got downstairs, we've got the fishing area, which we're going to need to make a little bit more stuff, but I need to make another anvil, I think, if I can. Make a couple, in fact. And I want some books, because of course I took all the ones that are with me into the nether. And let's head back over here, and we're going to start off. We're going to start off by taking roasting off of this one here, which gives us a mending, unbreaking 3 fishing rod. And if I go in here and grab that out, we can certainly take that back to... That should surely be, there we go, fully repaired. And we get another roasting book. Yay, just what we wanted. Now, the plan is, as you would expect, is to get as good a roasting. Well, so we're going to need 1, 2, 3 of those to start off with, and then we want some unbreaking. We'll take it from this big pile of additional books we've got over here. 1, 2, 3. And where? I'll put them. I will actually put the thing over here. It will do. That's as good a place as any for one. So we'll put one there. We'll put the spare one in there with those books, and we shall. Let's have a look. So put mending on that costs 2. That should be enough. So that's mending, mending, and mending. So we've got 3 of these in mend with, and then it's going to cost 4 for each of those. So 4, 8. Ooh. And 12. So they are all identical at this stage. Now, then we need looting and look of the sea. Those are our 2, not looting, law. Unbreaking, respiration, it's got to be around here somewhere. Thorns, law. So that's a law 3, that's a law 3, law 3, and that is law 2, which will become law 3. And again, do the same, repeat and rinse and repeat. Okay, so to take law 2 and law 2 is going to cost 6. Not overly expensive. That gives us law 3. Then we can take that and that. That's going to cost us 10. Same again. With law 3. And same again. Pausing only to grab a little bit more out of this sack of experience. And yeah, and then one more. And then it's Look of the Sea. That's the next enchant, and then we will have 4 high-end fishing rods, for want of a better description. Now the other thing we're then going to want to do is, right, let me go over here a second, then go and have a look what we've got in the way of Look of the Sea. We've got plenty. Look of the Sea 3, Look of the Sea 3, Look of the Sea 3, Look of the Sea 3. I'm not doing that. If I'm going to, because that's something like 60 experience levels, if I recall. It's a serious amount of experience to use it, and then you have to use a serious amount of experience to use it again. So 13 levels for that. That's fine. Again, not a problem. So I'll get these enchanted, and I will be back with you in a mo. Alright, so I've got the 4 fishing rods. They are all done. And we can just insert that there for now. Let me get some more glass. What was, let me just have a look in the projects bag wherever it's gone. No. I don't think it would have been in blocks, would it? It certainly wouldn't have gone in loot. No. Blocks bag. No. Alright, so we had glass. Glass was the limiting thing, and we went with was it light blue? Or was it cyan? I can't remember, you know. So, in the interest of not cocking up, we'll do both. And glass. That should do us for that. Now, we need some chests. Well, actually we need hoppers, so let me get those first. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let me take about quarter stack, maybe. That should be enough of those. Then we need ender chests. And we are going for this one here. 2, 3, 4. So these will feed straight into the system. And then the final thing we need is fishing hoovers. So I need 8 of those. We need 6, 7, 8 of those. So that'll give us that. And I think that should be everything necessary. Let me take some clay, light blue and blue. I'll do 2 of each. That'll do me. So yeah, I want to get this finished off, and the reason I was so interested in how many nether stars and storage I had is ultimately what is that over there? That's a pig. Are you in the tree? I have no idea. Ultimately, we're going to need to increase the storage. I mean, you know, we've got a lot of storage with the system we have in place. But, right, what were you? You were light blue. So you were light blue. Okay, that's fine. This is all fine and dandy. So what we had going on here, first things first, was this lot here needed finishing off. And that allows me to put that lot. We can get some light blue glass. And these, hang on. So what we need to do is take that out, place that, and those. So that's that one is. Well, that was silly. What did you go jumping out for, you silly fish? And then we'll get this one replaced, and that's that will be those two underway. Oops, a little bit more. Floating around there. We can get this one out here and place that there. And similarly, we can take this one out there and place that there, and that can come out. Okay, so then what we're going to do is I'm going to replace that and that with these. This will, was that the right one? Actually, that's the wrong one. Okay, doesn't matter. We'll fix it like so. And we're going to have 4 of these things running, so that should get us more enchanted books than we know what to do with. That's the theory anyway. I should have kept one of those diamond chests down here. That would have been a lot more sense. Oh well, you can't think of everything. Well, you can. I just fail to most of the time. Oh bum. Okay, come on out then. You see, that was silly, wasn't it? Now you're stuck. Well, you just sit there and think about your actions. Yeah. See? That's what happens when you don't think things through. Like so. And then we'll have the same thing going on here too. And the same thing going on over here. And that's all that done. And then we can hop down and start filling in this area. Now I do need to chisel and bits the top of these to make them spawn proof as well, but you know, nothing's perfect. It takes, all these things take a little bit of time. And we'll have the means to be going on and forwards and generating lots and lots of books for the library, as well as, you know, enchanted items which we can disenchant and so on and so forth, and everything. Oh crap, is that all I need? Yeah, man. Okay, we need to go and get more of that. Or do I? No, actually I don't. Hang on, let me project. No, I brought lots. Okay, that's fine. Forget my head if it weren't screwed on, I tell you. So anyway, interesting news while I'm doing this. Architecture craft. One of the mods, one of the 5 mods that was holding me up, Architecture Craft, has updated. Well, it has been adopted by another modder who has updated it. That's the good news. Unfortunately, the bad news is the fear that I had, the thing that I feared most in the world would come true, has come true. And by that I mean that they have updated it to 1.12.1, which means, of course, from my point of view, I now have, instead of having only half a dozen, well, 5 mods to go, I've now got something like about 30 odd mods before I can update, because I now need to update to 1.12, not 1.11, which is a pain. And as I say, this was partially my fear of what would happen with fragmented modding like this and the versions going. It's not a major problem right now, because the other mods that were required to update are still not updated. So hatchery, better agriculture, better agriculture. You know, those little quality of, well, for the most part, those are the ones I can't survive without. They have to update for me to be able to actually do anything with them. So without those, I definitely can't do anything. I should really have put these in, shouldn't I? Oh, we'll check it in anger in a live environment, all 4 running at the same time. So we'll take you and we'll pop you back there, and then we can do the same over here. So yeah, but it does mean that Architecture Craft is not dead. Now I'll be honest, it is a beta. I've not tested it myself yet. It could be disastrous. What I may do is take a copy of this world, update it to 1.12, just to see how much of the Architecture Craft blocks survive. I mean, that's one thing I can do quite easily. Right, there we go. All done. Britannia bag, wherever you've gone, there you go. We'll take that. We'll pop that away. We shall, in fact, hang on. There was a Britannia bag. Have you got a flash lens? You have, you cheeky little. That's fine. We'll go with that. I like those as an illumination source anyway. Right, chisel and bits bag. We need to find the... Nope. Light blue stained glass. That's the beastie, I think. Let's have a look. That will do. It'll do for a start anyway. And we can, well, we can start off with this, can't we? Going all the way around, and then I can get the rest of this done proper. But yeah, so we're not completely in the dark and doomed to failure with Architecture Craft. That is now at least a thing which is being maintained by somebody else, at least until the original mod author gets on it. And this was done with permission by GC Ewing as well. It's not a an off their own back kind of update. I'm just going to get this well and truly illuminated from above. So I just need to cover these over, but in the meantime, let us just try these out. Oh yeah, of course that one's not These two are full, so they should be doing pretty good. That one will start filling up, and that one will hopefully be doing its thing as well. So as long as these are fish, these are fine. It's only when they are items that we want to ditch them out. And what I want to do is get a fish going in here until they're full, very much like this one. So anything else gets dumped out, including the good stuff that we actually want. And it's doing its thing. It's working. So while we wait for that to catch up, I shall continue getting this lid on, and I'll be back in a mo. Alright, I think we are pretty much done on this. We've got, oops, get those in. This is all lidded over. All of these are now full of fish. I threw back the items that we didn't want in there. And everything is now going straight into our central storage system, which, I mean, I could have done that cheaper. I could have piped them in or to one or whatever, but they're not that expensive that I'm worried about. What time is it? It's daytime, okay. Well, I thought with the amount of hostiles showing up on the radar, it probably wasn't, but apparently it is. So. No, we'll clear. Let's go and see what we're getting into the system now, because apart from a hell of a lot of fish. Because when you couple that with the with the hoofer, the thing, let's have a look at books, shall we? So we've got a reading efficiency, unbreaking look of the sea. Oh, Frostwalker, not my favourite enchantment, but nice to have about it for the library. Protection 3. Now if we have a look at bows, we should have a punch and a mending stroke withering, always nice, or at least the mending is anyway. And rod has got mending, roasting, roasting enchantment. Roasting, unbreaking, and mending, and law 3. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. And you know, we've got plenty of capacity in the system to make more. Now we could, if we go and have a look at EZ, we could get to doing another one of these. That's fairly straightforward. We just make one of those. That then goes and becomes one of those. That would then become, we need to make some gold blocks. 1, 2, 3. The diamond goes in there. We need diamond blocks, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then those. And that gives us another hyper storage cube, which we can go in here and quite happily just plug in there. And storage should be good for the foreseeable future, I think, irrespective of how many fish we ever get. Right, what next? I would like a new chisel before we go any further. Question. Can we gonna find out. Just noticed that little pixel of hole of things poking out. Right, I've got loads of unbreaking enchants. And mending, actually, for that matter. Let's see if either of those will go onto a chisel. And if they will, then maybe we try them on a chisels and bits chisel as well, just to see if we can't improve our... Again, they're not actually... It's not problematic that Costs 3. Okay. Chisel. Get some of that out then. And we'll get a unbreaking. And can we put mending on it? We can. Costs 3 as well. Perfect. Right, and then I suppose if we're going down that route, we should have a look at chisels and bits. Sure, I've got loads, haven't I? We'll do that one. I can always repair that then, and if it works anyway. But everything that stops me losing and wasting material. Again, it's not because I want to be stingy, it's because I don't like waste. It's a skyblock mentality, as I've coined the phrase many times. So let's just see whether this one works, and then we'll get on. And we've got some other bits and pieces that I would like to do. Breaking, yeah, you will work. Okay, I'm going to give myself maybe, oops. Six of those. We'll go with an unbreaking one for starters, and that, and then we'll put it into our offhand. Was that going up? I don't know. It's so. I mean, it does say these are. It is going up, isn't it? Because obviously that is repairing it, but I honestly don't think that was worth the effort. But you don't know until you try it, eh? Right, that can go away. Right, I need to sort myself out, and then we are going to get on and do some other bits and pieces. I've got some plans for something I want to do, based on a build by Tango Tech. But before we do that, I want to make sure that we are as protected as possible. So let me just sort my inventory out, get some stuff together, and I will be right back with you. Alright, I realise I'm actually close to time. I've managed to waffle longer than I thought I had. However, we are going to finish off what I wanted to do, and we're going over to Britannia land. So the thing I would like to build is I want to build a wither skeleton farm, and for those who watch Tango Tech will know this one, but he has a very simple, very effective wither skeleton farm, which you build in nether. Obviously you're building it in the nether, so it is somewhat dangerous, but you know, you have a variety of things going on. Now the two items I want to build, for starters, I would like to build a let me get this right, just because it's not this, just because I've not actually, this was a newish addition, which was the Ring of Dexterous Motion, which needs a Rune of Air and some Mana Steel. Now we probably have that already. Oh, a Rune of Air, there we go, and a little bit of Mana Steel, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a Emerald. Let me get up to the crafting grid. Rune of Air and an Emerald, so we'll take that. And then the other one we wanted was, and this is the more useful one for working in the nether. I mean, ideally, working in the nether, you want this one, the Crimson Pendant, but that means we have to do the Gaia fight, and I'm not in the mood to do the Gaia fight. Certainly not today, anyway. The Gaia fight is a pain, but there is a Pyroclast Pendant, which is a Rune of Summer, Rune of Fire. Now, I happen to notice that I have actually got a Rune of Summer. I've definitely got a Rune of Fire or 5. And I did bring 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think we needed one of those as well. And if I remember the recipe correctly, that will give me the Pyroclast pendant, which if we go and pop that on, that gives us, basically it will extinguish us whenever we're on fire, and we'll pop that one on as well. This ring here allows you to, we can get that, double tap will allow you to dodge. So you're fighting, and so you can, it's possibly handy. I'm not sure. That is an odd one for me, but we've got some bits and pieces. Now there may be other things we can find in, say, like because we've not explored this mod at all. You know, item interfaces, we've got laser item relays. These are all obviously blocked, but in terms of items, we've got drills. Sounds like fun. Spawner changer. No idea how you actually do. Oh, spawner shards. Breaking spawners. Okay, we can certainly manage that. But what I was looking at is things that we could. We've got the rings of growth. That's handy one. Handheld filler. There's all sorts of tools in this thing which we really things. Now the bat wings was one thing that I was definitely interested in as well, and that is an diamantine crystal. But this thing here, we've got that. I don't know whether we've got that. Should we head back, I think, and just quickly I'll not bother sleeping because there's a good chance we'll crash. Let me get the bat wings. This thing here, can we make you? I thought we had dragon breath. I could have sworn we got dragon breath. Do I need to go through everything? Probably. But I could have sworn I got dragon breath and the other bit, the let's have a look. Britannia. Ender air stuff. I would have sworn I did. Loot. Bag. I may be completely barking up the wrong tree. I may be misremembering because, you know, you play enough episodes and enough mod packs and they can merge into one another. But I could have sworn we did. Maybe we didn't. Maybe I am misremembering stuff. Does that mean I have to bloody spawn in a new Ender Dragon and kill it? Possible. Well, if we do, we do. It really isn't a problem. We can do that one again. Famous last words. But I think for the time being, seeing as we are close to the end. Oh, yeah. Dragon's breath. I was about to say we're about as close to the end, but I think we can make that. I think we can make this next episode. So next episode we'll get on with that. We'll have a look at starting this work in the Nether, and I may actually have to start looking at going back to the Dwarven Citadel because we really haven't done anything on that for ages. I've got a lot of plans, an awful lot of plans, and I never seem to have enough to do anything. And of course, next episode is episode 100. So I don't know whether we need to do something special for that or not. Anyway, I think on that note, I don't just skull. Yeah, we haven't got any skulls. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.